Welcome to a special Halloween edition of Saturday night's main event right here in the 2K universe. What better way to kick off this spooky edition of Saturday night's main event than with the monster Abyss? It is buried alive rules here. Abyss taking on the big red machine Kane. We haven't seen Kane in a minute. And as you can see the plot. The plot with the gravestone. That's what you got to throw your opponent in to win the match. We haven't seen Kane in a while. And Kane has been teasing an older version of himself that has been reawakened by Abyss. And Kane is all over Abyss, beating the hell out of him, jumping in before he can even get to the ring. And now Kane already looking under the ring. There are no disqualifications, no countouts. Anything goes, and Kane is wearing Abyss out with this chair. My God! Abyss can't even defend himself. And Kane just chokes it right in his face. And now Kane going and grabbing some more toys. Another steel chair. He broke that one over Abyss and then throws another one at him. Kane said this was a different version of himself. An older version of himself that's been reawakened. Abyss may have made a mistake. Oh my God. Turned him inside out on that guardrail. He may have made a mistake. Oh my God. Kane throwing steps at him now. Abyss hasn't even done anything in this match. Lord. Again. Oh my God! Turned him inside out again into the guardrail. Abyss may have made a mistake. Look at this. Oh, watch out, Kane. Hey, look at Abyss. That doesn't work here. Cannot do roll-ups, pins, or submissions. That is not what this is about. Oh! Abyss now finally gets some offense in. Maybe he regrets throwing Kane off. The abandoned cell, the original cell, the one that Kane debuted in. He's resorted Kane to a form that Kane actually did debut in. Oh my God. He's already done a lot of damage to Abyss, but Abyss is on the offensive right now, but for how long? Lord, Kane into the guardrail now. They have given these guardrails a test. Oh! His body weight onto Kane. Excuse me, I have been under the weather. That is why this episode has been delayed. But Janice is out. My God, he's tearing. That's the Kane. The arm Kane has exposed is getting wore out with Janice. Now, come on, Kane. So just reawoken Kane. Oh my God! Turned him inside out on the guardrail again. Now Kane with another set of stairs and throws him at Abyss again. This Kane, another chair. Another chair. Abyss has got to get out of there. Oh God, right on the spine. Again onto the tailbone. Trying to make it where Abyss can't walk anymore. And oh God. How beat up that chair is. And Abyss might be opened up. Kane, look at this. Got him in a... Oh, God! Oh, on top of Janice! Oh, the nails just stabbing and piercing into the back of Abyss! Oh, my God! What is Kane doing now? Get the steps again, throws him into Abyss's head. My God! We said this was a different Kane, an older version of Kane, but my God, Abyss, he has to be regretting these decisions right about now. Oh, Lord. He can beat him up all day long, but he's gonna have to carry him to the grave pile, speaking, it happens. Kane must have heard me on commentary because he is taking Abyss to the pile, to the dirt pile with the gravestone. All he's got to do is throw him in the hole, throw him in the plot. Now watch out! Oh, sidewalk slam on the stage. There's no give in there. It's not like a ring mat. And look at this. Oh, Abyss. Turn the tables. Shock treatment. Kane. Watch out, Kane. Oh, no, God. Oh, God. Kane almost falling off the stage there. Still almost falling off stage. Abyss didn't capitalize, kind of laughed in his face. And Kane's going to make him pay. Kane's got him by the throat. Kane chokeslam onto the concrete. Oh, my Lord. You can hear the crowd. This is awesome. Kane now look at this, trying to toss Abyss into the plot, but he hits what seems to be a curtain, but when in reality it's a bunch of steel support beams that is holding up the stage. Trust me, folks, he is not just hitting some curtain. Kane now, he's trying to figure out how to get Abyss into this plot. But Kane with a counter! Or Abyss, excuse me. Abyss with a counter. Abyss now with some right hands. Now he throws Kane into the steel supports. And Abyss is trying to get out of there. Can't get buried alive if you're not near the plot. Oh, Kane missed that right hand. Kane missed that right hand. Abyss! Black hole slam onto the stage! And Kane might be in trouble. Kane! Abyss has got Kane up! Abyss tosses Kane into the plot! Abyss has buried Kane alive! Abyss has buried Kane alive! Move on to our next match here. Very spooky episode of Saturday Night's Main Event. It continues here with this man. Last time you saw him fighting Drew McIntyre. And a certain individual popped back up into his life. Dexter Lumis. A certain individual, and you can see the Trons. I mean, that was him and Karrion Kross's team, the Final Testament. Good team there for a good while here in the 2K universe. And then Kross and Lumis get drafted to Raw. We don't really see Lumis. We just see Kross. Kross doing some singles things. Said he hadn't heard from Lumis. Hadn't seen Lumis. Not the same Lumis Karrion knew at all. Almost unrecognizable. Looked very strange, if you will. Jumped Karrion Kross for no reason, by the way. Cost him a shot at the United States Championship. Unrecognizable. Look at that mask, that bird mask. We said it was Halloween. Lumis looks like he's trick-or-treating tonight. God. This is just, I'm speechless. I haven't felt this way since when The Fiend used to make his entrance. Usually the Fireflies are out, as they were when The Fiend was here. Oh my God. What has happened to Dexter Lumis? Look at that man. That is the questions Karrion Kross has got to be asking. What happened to the man I knew? And Kross trying to take his head off. Oh, but Lumis returns the favor. Kross isn't here to try to be friends again. He's moved past. He's smart. He sees that Lumis is no longer the same man he was. He's got to go. Got Lumis. Oh, the diving battering ram shoulder block. Taking down Karrion. Forget later tonight, Cena has a Speed Open Challenge, Speed Championship Open Challenge right here on Halloween night. Oh, God. Again, we apologize for the delay in the episode. We understand this is supposed to come out on Halloween night. It is coming out late. I do apologize. Under the weather. Some sickness came in, but we are back on track, back on schedule. By the time this comes out, I think Thanksgiving should be next week, so we apologize for the delay. But don't worry, there won't be a delay in the other episodes. All the other episodes for Thanksgiving week, the special Thanksgiving week, should be coming out. Throwback Raw, Throwback SmackDown, Survivor Series, all. I think there might be 5 parts to Survivor Series. This diving elbow to the back. He moved it. Dexter Lumis now is fired up. He's ready to take Karrion's head right off of his shoulders like a different entity. Different Lumis than we've ever seen before. And Kross says, I can do it too. Kross puts him down. That's it. Kross is taking care of Lumis. No! Lumis kicks out. Crowd is loving it. I mentioned Thanksgiving week with Throwback Raw, Throwback SmackDown, and Survivor Series. Huge card for Survivor Series. You don't want to miss that. But also, Saturday night's main event, Holiday Edition on December 13th. You don't want to miss that either. Going to be a good show. Back elbow by Kross. The lights went out. The lights went out, and oh my God! That's Uncle Howdy! The hell is Uncle Howdy doing out here? It all makes sense now. Lumis is with Howdy. I mentioned the Fiend earlier, had no idea. But Kross still taking out Lumis with a cross line. Uncle Howdy is back, and he's with Karrion Kross. Cover on Lumis. And Lumis still in it. Kross got to do way more to take him out. And now look at this. Kross putting his feet on the ropes. He's just trying to get out of here at this point. Realizes he's outmanned. Lumis with a right hand. Lumis now trying to choke out Kross. Kross gets out of it. He was trying to put Kross to sleep. Kross countered by Lumis. Lumis takes him out with a huge clothesline. It makes sense now. Uncle Howdy unlocking this somehow even darker side of Loomis. Loomis almost looked like he was dressed like a buzzard, if you will. Loomis, another battering ram, shoulder tackle. Cross looks like he is out. Loomis, cross with a forearm. Oh, Lord, watch out. Watch out for this Alabama slam. Bouncing Loomis's head off the ring like a basketball. Good Lord. And if anybody knew Bray Wyatt, it was Cross with another cross line. Harry knew him very well. This is unlike something we've ever seen. Uncle Howdy is returned and he's somehow possessed Dexter Loomis to come with him. Cross is going to put him to sleep. Cross jacket is in on Loomis. Loomis taps out. Cross has put down his former teammate in Loomis. But I fear he's got other things to worry about. Maybe, potentially, worse things. I mean, we should have knew this is a darker Loomis, a stronger Loomis than with this right here. Somebody kicked out of that. Not many men do. I thought right there, Karrion might injured his ankle there. You saw it stagger a little bit, land on an awkward, but he's fine. It seems that way anyway. Put Loomis to sleep right there. Uncle Howdy is back, and he somehow possessed Dexter Loomis to be with him, but that was not enough. That was not enough for Loomis to beat Karrion Kross, who I'm sure wants to get his hands on Uncle Howdy. But why is Uncle Howdy targeted Karrion Kross? Hopefully we'll find out more. Here we go. John Cena's Speed Championship Open Challenge. Right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. The champ is here. Cena has held that championship for nearly a year. He has had classic after classic. No one has been able to stop him. No one has been able to even pry that title off of his shoulder. He has graced the 2K universe with suspending 5-minute rule. Said great matches need more than 5 minutes. And Cena realizing that has asked for the 5-minute rule to be suspended. And oh my God! Oh my God! Oh no! It must be Halloween! The Boogeyman is back! And he's coming for John Cena's Speed Championship. Now, there is some history here. Maybe, 20 years too late, but there is history. Boogeyman told John Cena way back in 2005 that he was coming to get him. 20 years later, Halloween night, the Boogeyman is making good on his promise. Oh my God. one of the creepiest, and to some people even terrifying individuals. Oh God, look at the worms in his mouth. That's disgusting. Creepiest individuals. Oh my God. Oh! Get the damn worms out of his mouth. Oh! Disgusting. And I don't know if you remember, but back in 2005, Cena was pretty terrified of that guy. Cena always proclaims he never afraid, never will back down. He's not backing down, but I don't know. There's got to be some fear in him. The Boogeyman can walk out of here the speed champion. Oh, Cena just tackled his problems head on like usual. Makes sense. This crowd all on Cena's side here in Knoxville. Now, oh, went for a splash. Got none of it. Boogeyman rolled out of the way, it seemed. I don't know if he was ever in the way anyway. I don't think he had to roll out of the way. Look at that. Accent right to the neck. Big splash by the Boogeyman. Dear God. Oh, Cena, look at this. Just slapping the Boogeyman in the face. Boogeyman slapped it back. Now we got a slap fight between John Cena and the Boogeyman. Look at the, oh my God! The Boogeyman is all over him. This is incredible. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God! But the Boogeyman beat John Cena tonight. I will be in shock. Not that the Boogeyman's not any good, but that is the greatest of all time he's in the ring with, and he is taking it to him. Oh, God! Splash right to the back. Hiss at him? What the hell? Oh, good Lord! He just took his face right off of his skull. But here comes Cena. This is vintage Cena. I don't even think the Boogeyman can survive the 5 moves of doom. Oh, yeah. Might be a wrap for the Boogeyman. He had an opportunity and he didn't capitalize it to the full extent. What the heck? Oh, my God! Cena, watch out! The Boogeyman just reappeared behind him and hit him with a scoop slam. What the hell is Boogeyman doing? Boogeyman to the second row. Boogeyman, oh, didn't get his double axe handle. Cena made him pay for it. Cena off the ropes, caught him, used his momentum against him. AA to the Boogeyman. Happy Halloween, Boogeyman. And now, the Boogeyman's alive. The Boogeyman is alive. What is Cena gonna do here? Gotta figure out something. Maybe another AA, perhaps? No. Oh, dropped him. Tried to decapitate him on the top rope. Cena, he's a little far. Cena's already missed a jump today. Could miss another one. Cena from the top. Oh, he missed again. Boogeyman hissed at him. Boogeyman hissed at him. What the hell's wrong with him? But he's still in this thing. He's beating the hell out of John. Boogeyman with a huge clothesline again. What's he looking for? This puts Cena back on his head, stomping on the back of his head, trying to concuss the man. Boogeyman on the top rope with a big bad boogie elbow. Oh my God! Cover him! Oh, he's not on his fingers! He just gnawed on his fingers! Oh my God, I don't even know what the crowd is saying. This is, I'm in shock. What the hell we watched tonight? This is one of the most bizarre. Look at this. Oh God! Nowhere Cena goes is he safe. Oh! Just dodged the Boogeyman there. Dodged what could potentially win another clothesline. Springboard stunner! Got him! Cena needs to put him down now. Put him down now. Get it finished. looking for here? What is Cena looking for here? Cena. Oh, giant shoulder tackle by Cena. We usually see him, hit that from when he's rebounding off the ropes. Cena on the top rope. Cena, big, huge, frog splash maneuver. He's gonna do it again. He's gonna do it again. What the hell? This is the most bizarre night of Saturday Night's main event we've ever seen. Diving 5-knuckle shuffle. Boogeyman's gotta be unconscious, and Cena's gonna make sure to get the STF in, locked, tight. Boogeyman's gotta tap out. Boogeyman taps. Cena retains the Speed Championship in one of the most bizarre matches I'd ever seen in my life. And oh my God! Penta! Penta staring down the champ! Penta, has he laid down a challenge? And is Cena gonna accept? It seems he has! It is main event time. I've almost lost my voice with this episode. I repeat, one of the most bizarre episodes I have ever called. Liv Morgan, if you have missed Evolution, pretty much put the pieces together here. Liv Morgan picked her spot, called her shot, and became the women's world champion when she cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase on Miss Rhea Ripley, who finally put down the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Unfortunately for Miss Morgan, Ripley immediately invoked her rematch. One-on-one for the title. It was granted. That is what's happening right here, right now, tonight. This isn't a Money in the Bank cash-in, Miss Morgan. You have to face Rhea Ripley straight up, one-on-one, no excuses, not a beat-up Rhea Ripley, a fully healthy Rhea Ripley from the start. Look at that. That's the face of determination. She's been on her way back up on the mountain from when she lost her title a year ago. Lost her championship a year ago. At the return of this very event to Charlotte Flair, she got revenge a year later, made her way back to the top of the mountain, got her title back, and Liv Morgan snatched it. But in all fairness, Liv Morgan was on over a year-long trip of revenge to finally get back on top of the mountain. Had her Money in the Bank briefcase stolen, I will give it credit to her. Went and re-won it all on her own and waited and picked her spot. Not only did she get rid of the woman who cost her that Money in the Bank briefcase, Beth Phoenix is here no longer. She took everything from Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix is now gone. The Revenge Tour culminated in the main event of Evolution when Rhea Ripley beat Charlotte Flair and Liv Morgan capitalized and took that moment from Rhea Ripley. Now, both those stories collide right here. Only one comeback story will survive here with Rhea versus Liv, and Rhea spearing Liv right out of her boots. And she's going to stomp a hole into her chest where her heart should be. It will be a giant Rhea Ripley-sized footprint. Now, this isn't a no disqualification match. Still regular rules, championship advantage, all that stuff. So Rhea's going to have to play it cool, play it calm, win back her title in a normal way. She's going to have to keep her head cool. Going to have to stay calm. Oh, my God. Face for fucking But in a match where there will be no championship advantage. Oh, God! Liv Morgan didn't see Rhea already moved, and she just crashed and burned on the floor. Oh, look at that. Just trying to say, look, I'm good. What is wrong with her? What in the hell is wrong with her? Just took a nasty bump from the top rope to the floor, and she's out there doing freaking dances. That bitch is nuts. That bitch is nuttier than a freaking can of Peter Pan. Oh, yeah, watch out. Watch out, Liv Morgan! Springboard drop kick right into the face of Rhea. Where there will be no championship advantage is War Games. It will be Team Roman versus Team Rock. Here's the issue. Roman is on Team Roman. The Rock will not be on Team Rock. Jacob Fatu, Tongaloa. We don't know who's taking The Rock's place because you assume it would be The Rock. But Rock's got championship obligations, so he said he will not be there. He will not be there for Team Rock, which shows you how much of a leader he really is. They will be facing the OG Bloodline, Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and the freshly turned Solo Sikoa. The Tongans, look at that. Rhea almost drop kicked Raquel in the face. Raquel wouldn't even move. The Tongans and Jacob turned on Solo Sikoa. But Solo admitted that he delayed him and Jacob's arrival to Bad Blood to help The Rock. Solo had enough of The Rock's bullying to Solo Sikoa and lying to Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa is done with the chief BS, the tribal chief BS. He's tired of there being a chief. No one rules Solo in Solo's head. So while he is teaming with the Usos and Roman Reigns, he did reiterate to them, I am not back with the Bloodline, and I am not serving Roman Reigns as my tribal chief. That's going to be interesting how that plays out. Rhea just beating the hell out of Liv. Also, it's already been confirmed, Drew McIntyre versus Braun Breaker for the United States Championship. That is going to happen. It's just been made official just now. John Cena and Penta will face off for the Speed Championship. Watch out, Liv! Oh my God! Crashed her onto the ground face first. And Rhea might be looking for the Riptide to end this match to win back her title. Riptide, middle of the ring. There's the cover on Liv Morgan. And Liv all kicked out at 2.5. Oh, that was going to be it. Rhea had her just where she wanted her. Liv's even opened up a little bit. The women's wrestling champ. Rhea going for a dropkick. Liv moved. But Rhea's, she's just overpowering her. She's got more resilience. Rio just wants it worse. That's just what it is. Against Liv Morgan, bunch of right hands. Oh, backbreaker to Ripley. Ripley sending Liv into the corner. Oh, the referee in the way. Referee's been taken out, and Raquel just slid a chair in the ring. Liv Morgan's going to use that chair. Oh, no. Rhea kicked it out of her hand. Ripley with a right hand, Morgan with a right hand back. Ripley answering it. These two having a slap fight, a chop fight, and a fist fight right here in Knoxville. Look at Ripley. She wants some more. There probably isn't enough damage Liv can do to Ripley. Look at Ripley with that stiff elbow. Ripley now. Oh, my God. Is Ripley going to use the chair? Referee's out. She has opportunity. Is she against it? It's there for her to use. That's not how Rhea is. She's not going to use it. Oblivion! Oblivion to Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan into the cover. Doesn't have a leg hooked or anything. I know she knows she can make the cover. Liv making the cover. The referee is out. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley kicked out anyway. I don't know if Liv Morgan would have been champion there. I don't know. Oh, God! Morgan with the steel chair off the skull. And now battering Ripley with the chair. Referee is unconscious. Oh my, and Liv still using the steel chair. Referee is not there to see it. Ripley is getting worn out with that steel chair. Ripley, get out of the way. Ripley somehow is still fighting back. Riptide incoming. No. Oh, no, counter's the counter. Ripley's got this. Oh, damn it, Oblivion on the chair. Oblivion on the chair. Ripley's got Morgan's got the referee up. But Ripley still alive somehow. Morgan just can't beat her. Ripley, oh, nobody home. Frog splash straight to the floor. They're on the outside now. Look at this. Morgan tossing her to the timekeeper's area. Good Lord, what the hell else is going to happen in this match? Kind of 6 now. Oh, God, Ripley. Ripley's got to live on her shoulders. No, wait, that guardrail's there. Oh, God! Oh, God! Morgan just bounced off the guardrail face first. Morgan's out! Morgan's out! Morgan's out! Ripley's going to win by countout. Ripley can't win the title that way! Damn it! Ripley cannot win the title that way, but she does get a win over the champion, which is worth noting. Oh, slammed on her neck there. And it is, and in case it isn't obvious in our broadcast, we try to trim down the matches and go a little long, trim out the filler for easier viewing. That. Oblivion to the chair. And a Liv breaker to the outside. I mean, these two were going at it the entire time. And this right here sealed the deal. Watch Liv's face. Bang! Bounce off it's like the axle, the hinge of the guardrail, and it knocked her out. She was unconscious. There was nothing Rhea, Liv, or Raquel could do. Raquel beats him, but you can tell, look, she is frustrated. She didn't win the title, but she still got the win. Hopefully something can be done about it. Rhea's victorious on Halloween.